Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Tuesday night, and we are live and in effect. As I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device, I need all of my brain forward and in front of me just to make things even and fair. Hope everybody is doing well tonight as we progress through some of what you're saying in the comment sections and the latest videos that have been produced here. Let's start with Carrie Taryn. I have all the faith in our government that the gold is there and unicorns exist, pigs fly, and Iran is our friend and Elvis lives. And I hear you. I understand the skepticism for sure on the gold. We really do need an audit. It's long overdue. Glad to see everybody here. 79 is with us. Welcome, 79. Michael K is here. The Broke Stacker is here. John Knox. Pommy Ray is here. Good to see DL Stacker. There's Morris Monet. Rodney Trecht is here. Good to see you. Hillcrest Stacker and Sign Up is with us. So is Richard Metcalf. Good crowd joining us here already at the beginning of the broadcast here tonight. And not much happening in the silver market today, as I reported on in my video. But one thing is for sure, B. Taylor is here. Good to see B. Taylor and Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker is here. All right. Good to see you guys. All right, good stuff. Low premiums, good time to buy if you have the budget and will allow it for sure. 3 nines fine, says here on this video about the that I posted earlier today, why there's not been an audit at Fort Knox. Yeah, let's live stream it, then use AI to manipulate the video to look like it's there, and it's not AI manipulation. It has broken trust and rolled, unfortunately. Yes, that's right. I think you make a very good point. I don't think there's much they can do to get the full confidence with the world of AI. It's very difficult to really tell for sure. The longer we wait to do this, the worse that's going to be, by the way. So that's an extremely good point. All right. And JM Unleashed is with us tonight. Good to see JM. Welcome. We got Saving Gold and Silver says, when it comes to Donald Trump, you're way off, Sal. Step back and look and listen. He's not good for America. Not a good man. Well, I disagree. I mean, I'm obvious in my political opinions. I'm an unashamed conservative, and though may have some character flaws, he's not very presidential, but nonetheless, he is good for America. In fact, what he's doing, really, believe it or not, is in many ways selfless. He's lost a lot of money running for president and being president. He's the first president to ever run that has not been enriched by the process. He's actually lost more money than most ex-presidents make when they leave office. So I have a lot of respect for President Trump. Yes, some of the things he says I cringe about, but those are words. And I think he does a lot of that to kind of trigger. But, I mean, I'm obviously a conservative. And if you're a leftist or a liberal, or really a liberal is a wrong word, because I think Trump is more liberal than you may think. But he's America first. And he's done a good job in many ways and aspects, and he's compromised, I think, in some cases, maybe a little bit much on this big, beautiful bill, but that's relatively minor comparatively. But anyways, I can understand if you don't like him if you're more of a Democrat or more of a progressive leftist. But for me, as a constitutional conservative, I think he's doing pretty good. In fact, him getting rid of PBS and NPR, that alone is a massive, massive undertaking, and he did it through legislation, through that package. So I think that, maybe, I could be wrong, I may be speaking too soon, but this may be it for federal funding of NPR and PBS. They're no longer federal agencies, if what I understand, but anyways. All right. But good comment, and thank you, and I appreciate you sharing your viewpoint. And this is the way to do it. If people have a disagreement with me, I have no problem with it. I welcome it. This person saving in gold and silver was respectful about it. And I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. I really do. It means a lot. I welcome that. John Knox has a comment here. Let's get to this. And I appreciate you guys being here. Welcome. Eagle Steve is here. He wants to take off all his clothes, apparently. And look at this. Look at all the bright yellow, beautiful, big, heavy bars of gold. Incredible. I mean, really, folks, this is real wealth, not paper. Not CBDC nonsense, a real deal, solid American gold. There you go. Yes, indeed. You know, we used to understand, we used to respect gold, but now we got Jerome Too Late Powell, and that's what I'll call him, too late, because he always waits too long. Because he's quoting Trump there, I think. Yes, indeed, that's right. Very good point there. And good to see Tom Larson. But thank you. Our collector Rick says only the 90% gold that was confiscated in 33 is there because it needs to be refined to get to the market. On day one, Trump ordered the gold to be returned, and J.P. Morgan is not bringing it back to cover their butts. And banks have been stacking it also. Well, I don't know that he ordered the gold to be returned. I think that happened naturally for fear of tariffs, I think. Welcome, Hillcracker Stacker. Good to see you. And thank you. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. And get the mowing done with the headphones on. Nice. And Silver Shelby is here. Appreciate you being here too. Ardell is here. Good crowd with us. Appreciate already 100 here. Appreciate you guys being with me here tonight. And S. Strauss, the audit mentioned in the early 50s was not complete. Okay, it was not complete. A true audit records every bar serial number, its weight, and test for purity. That has never been done before. Yeah, it's going to be impractical to test every bar for purity. And how much do you test? What is the, unless there's a destructive test, I don't see that ever happening. And I don't think it should happen, really, honestly. There's ways to be able to tell by looking at the outside to see if it's been drilled. If they can use special equipment to do that quickly, then I think there's a way to make that happen. But all right, let's see here. T. Skilly says, Illinois used to tax all gold and silver until they were told by a judge to stop taxing pre-33 silver minted gold. All right. All right. Stop taxing pre-33 and silver. Interesting. I did not know that. Hep TV Forever. The friendship, he says here, didn't sour. It was time for Elon to leave the government, so they worked it out so it would quit destroying his companies. Man, people just don't understand what's really happening. Our whole life in the past 20 years has been a lie. Hep D Forever, I think this spat was genuine. I really do. Because both Trump and Musk acted somewhat childish in their back and forth, so I think it was a genuine thing. But anyways, we can agree to disagree on that. But Mars 1911 says, I think he found it's not there. If he tells the world we have no gold, knowing the rest of the world is stockpiling gold, we're screwed. Now, that's an interesting theory. I don't think that's the case. But anyways, but I don't, but yeah, I could see why you would think that. But anyways, somebody above Trump told him to shut that down and don't mention it again. Well, I got to tell you something. There's nobody above Trump in the U.S. government, and there's nobody that's going to tell Trump what to do in the U.S. government. That's just not his personality. All right, let's see here. Welcome, Maria. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you being with me here tonight. We are expecting 2 scammers to call us in about 10 minutes from right now. That's right. And that was 15 minutes from 5 minutes ago, for those of you who want to do the math on that. Joe Parascandalo says, if the rise in silver were as hyperbolic as a rhetoric on the subject, it would be at $1 million per ounce by now. Slow down, guys, and we'll get to $50 soon enough. That's right. Sooner or later, it's going to get there. Of course, we're not talking about that metal in this video. We're talking about a different metal. Oh, yeah. There's Littlefoot with us. Morris is here. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you being with me here tonight. Jonathan, I saw a schedule several months ago. The top of the 10-year audit of Fort Knox that occurred from the 70s into the 80s. Well, they weren't real audits. I mean, there is a quote. They want to call it an audit. An audit is really a broad term. But it was not a thorough audit. It was not a very thorough audit. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. And let's get over to this. And Ludacruel says, it's very disappointing that he did not live up to some of these promises. Deep State is a monster. Yes, well, yeah, it is, and it's tough, but he's fighting his best, and he's had a lot of wins, and hopefully we can get rid of the Department of Education. Would love to get rid of the Department of Education. Love to see that happen. North Star Stacker with the first super chat of the night, $5. Thank you, my friend. Let's drop and give him 5 push-ups. Thank you, North Star Stacker. Appreciate that. Very kind of you indeed, sir. All right. I do stand ready to do push-ups if the need arises. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right. 5 push-ups. There we go. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's move on up here and see what we've got with Jamal Brooks says here about this 10-ounce Germania. And really cool series they did with this, the Germania Mint series, the Germania and Allegory series, rather. I'm thinking about buying one now for $600 years later. I'm wondering if it's worth it. The best way to tell if it's worth it is to go to the completed listings on eBay, search for the coin, and see what they sold for. Average out those numbers, subtract 13%. You got your number. You got your number. Yes, indeed. All right, blue collar stacker. I know. I always think about that, but I don't want to insult anybody about Canadian dollars. But no, hey, we'll take it. And I appreciate you, North Star stacker. All right, very good. Deleter says here, the last and the best in the series. I posted a short today. Not many people saw it, but it's okay. But if you want to check it out, it will take an incredible amount of your time. It's a huge, long video. This short I did is 17 hours and 37 minutes long. It's called the 2025 Gold Brown Bear by the Spanish Royal Mint. Stunning coin. The last and the best in the series. Don't see too many bears on coins, and they did a nice job getting a naturalistic looking bear with a realistic design for the environment it's placed in. Indeed, great description. You're right, the leader. Great description. But I discourage anybody from watching this video, this short that I did, because again, you're going to have to suffer through 17 hours and 37 minutes to in order to absorb all the content in that video. It's a long one, and I ramble incessantly. All right. Wackadoodle says, Sal, you must be conflating palladium and rhodium into radium. Radium is what you were describing, not rhodium, except for the use of plating white gold. Yes, and I didn't even make that connection in there. And actually, it wasn't me that was conflating it. It was the people who wrote the article. But thank you. You're right. Dave Subers, the audit will be done when Biden wins the World Chess Championship or writes his memoirs, right? Maria, when is the people going to control the prices of gold and silver? Never. But we can control how many ounces we hold, that's for sure. All right, Independent Many United, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome, THS. Yeah, the cylinder is cool. I love it. And it really is kind of a cylinder. I called it that in there. It's a borderline cylinder between a round and a cylinder. It's crazy. Welcome to Richard Metcalf. Good to see you. Tom Larson is here. The Broke Stacker still with us tonight. Appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you, Sean. Well, stay tuned, Sean, because in mere 5 minutes from now, we should be getting the first of 2 scammers to call us. I am going to hold my breath that they're going to call. I'm going to hold my breath that they're going to call. All right. Very good. Brian is a new stacker. As you know, I own 111 ounces. What happens and how to spend it or sell it to bullion for what fiat money? I'm having a stop and think moment. Yes, I would, if you're new, I would just hold on to your silver. I wouldn't sell it. I would not sell it unless you absolutely need to. But I would not buy any precious metals thinking you're going to get rid of it within a year, honestly. You have to go with that mindset for the long term. No matter what happens in the markets, I would just hold on. It's a long-term proposition, even in an upwards market. If you think you're profiting on it, you might want to think again about that. Considering what's going on in an upwards market and what can have an effect in the markets. Unless you're 79, then she should sell all of her silver. Of course, I don't think she owns a single ounce. But anyways, Tony McCoy says this, the vault they show all visitors is a vault number 15. It's the smallest. The other vaults have seen by the people since 1953 when full audit was done. I personally believe Fort Knox is empty. They started stealing it after JFK was killed, and it was all gone by the time Nixon took us off the gold standard. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let's see here. And let's see. Very good. Let's move on up here. Capture some more of the comments that we're getting here. Let's see. We got Dennis Niemeyer says, I also believe that the gold is there. Buy the dips. There you go. All right. Thank you, brother. Ike was president during the last full audit of Fort Knox. Yep, that's right. 1950. Well, didn't he become president in 56? or 57? Wasn't the election in 57? I don't know. In 56? Maybe it was 52. Maybe it was election 50. So 1953, he was president. Yep, that's right. I'm trying to remember my history here. All right, Marty Folwig says, Silver Slayer says you are the bomb, and that's why I subscribe to your channel. And I can't wait to hear more of your content. Cheers and thanks for what you do. It's a great service to mankind. Well, thank you, Marty. I really appreciate that. And I got to say, for those of you who remember, I've done some videos about Silver Slayer when he's had to take unexpected hiatus from the community, and told people, not to fret, and kind of, just told people, just to hang tight and don't unsubscribe to him, stay subscribed, and just be patient. He'll be back. And he kind of paid it back, and it's very nice of him. He's done 2 shout-out videos to the channel to help me get to 100,000 subscribers, and I really do appreciate that. We have different approaches and a little bit of a different theory on precious metals, but nonetheless, he's a great guy, and he's doing really good on his channel, and it's growing dramatically. So check him out for a little different point of view if you're subscribed to this channel. I think it's good to hear all voices, whether you agree or disagree, and it's good to widen the scope. So, but yeah, thank you, Silver Slayer. And thank you to James Unleashed for posting a link to Silver Slayer's channel. And again, we have different approaches, but there was a guy that came on here, America's Best, who was in here Sunday, who actually reached out to Silver Slayer about maybe doing a collaboration, which I'm certainly open to, and I think that'd be fun. And it was very kind of him to do that. So thank you. All right. Okay, let's see here. And I welcome all the Silver Slayer viewers who've stopped by. Appreciate that so much. And let's see here. And let's get over here too. 49 silver. Get some maples coming in. $40 is cheap. There you go. Yes. If you want to buy an ounce of silver, $40 is not a bad price these days. Hard to believe that we're saying that, but that is the case. All right. And let's see here. Shane says, as a lifetime endurance racer, I can tell you one thing. You can only climb up the hill so many days in a row before you need a rest. That's true. Wise words. Very wise words, Shane. And that's pretty amazing that you're a lifetime racer. Okay, here comes a scammer. Here we go. Hello?
Hey, Jim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm doing good. Can you guess who's on the call?
You're the guy that I talked to this morning, Alex Webster, the bass player for Cannibal Corpse, right?
Nah, you missed it by miles.
Miles. This is Alex Parker.
Nah.
Let's try Brenda. Oh, hello, Brenda.
No, Brendan.
Oh, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. All right. Hello, Brandon. Thank you for calling me. You were right on time.
Yeah, well, I told you 6:17, actually.
Well, you said 6.
I'm early.
Oh, well, it was 6:15, but that's okay. You're one of the rare ones that actually will call back when you say you're going to call back. So I appreciate you that you didn't leave me hanging. This is wonderful news. This is great.
Well, Jim, we know that you didn't even remember me, mate.
Well,
Come on.
I was probably
No,
drinking.
You broke my heart now.
No, I don't want to break your heart. I'd rather just go for the gallbladder, okay? Or the left kidney, but not the heart. I would never break your heart. But
Oh, yeah.
but I have an excuse for not remembering our conversation. I was high on Quaaludes, meth, and alcohol.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay. You're excused.
I'm excused. Thank you. So how may I serve you today?
Well, today, we're going to go over the bank statements, Tim.
Let's go over the bank statements. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. This is how we do it.
Yeah, this is how we do it, man. That's the energy. I love your sense.
Thank you. Now
That's
let me ask
great.
you this: what is your jaw made of? You know, the lower mandible. Is it made of glass by any chance?
No, it's all made of glass because you would break it, right?
I wouldn't
No,
break it. Yeah, but it would be nice if it was a steel jaw, kind of like Jaws. You know, the guy that was in the James Bond movies and the first Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, well, it's made of stone, actually.
It's made of stone jaw. I like that. That'd be a good name for a band. That'd be a good name for a Bollywood band from Mumbai.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be even better than Gypsy Kings, right?
Better than Gypsy Kings or Gorky Park. Right,
Yeah.
Exactly. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's
So,
make a
the
short...
name of the band, Stone Jaw.
Stone Jaw, that's right. Well, let's make a short story long and talk about these bank statements, okay? So what I have on the bank statements are little Metallica logos were hand-drawn on them, and then a figure of a nice lady, a cartoonish figure of a lady, drawn on the bank statements. And my dog actually has I don't have a dog, but I have a cat. And the cat has licked the corners, and the corners are slightly moist. They're kind of moist. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jim, you look like a fan of psychedelics, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty psychedelic dude. You know, I'm a big Dead fan.
Yeah.
The Grateful Dead, I followed them, and Fish as well. So I mean, I got the dreadlocks, I got the patchouli. I've got it all. I've got it all going on. Kind of like Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah, no, we are talking.
That's right. We're talking. That's right. We are talking. I'm glad we established that. This is progress in this conversation. That's right.
Yeah, it's a progress. Yeah, I thought we were texting, but yeah, I just realized we are talking.
Oh, right. Yeah, we are actually talking. Yeah, we're discussing things. This is a real conversation. This is not an artificial intelligence conversation. Now, what nation were you?
This is happening.
In what nation were you born, Brendan?
Take a guess.
I want to say you were probably born in. Man, the accent is. I can't say it's Middle Eastern. I don't think it's Pakistani. I want to say Italian.
Italian.
Is that right?
You missed it. You missed it by miles.
Wait a second. All right, let me guess again. Is it? Are you from? By any chance, Indonesia?
No.
Malaysia?
No.
Sri Lanka?
No.
Bulgaria? I'm like just all over the place now.
Well, you're great at geography, but you are not great at the accent.
At the accent, I'm not great at the accent. Dang it. Is it? I know you're not.
No, you're not great at the accents. You can be great at sending the statements.
Let me think here. I know it's not India.
No, it's not India. You know they have the accent and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. It's not Bangladesh. It's not Bhutan. And my guess is probably you're a Latino, right? Verdad? Es la verdad?
Listen, I'm mixed.
Okay, what's the mix?
The mix is I'm half Irish.
Okay.
And I'm half Canadian.
You're half Canadian? Half
Irish.
Half Irish and half Canadian. I don't believe that for 7 seconds. I might believe it for 2 seconds, but not 7 seconds. We got to
Well,
peg
you
down
have
the
to believe
section.
it. You have to
Scambodia.
believe it for
Scambodia. You're from Scambodia?
Cambodia.
I can't take credit for that one. All right. Well, I think you might be from Mumbai. I'm gonna peg down the city. You're from Mumbai, but you're not.
Mumbai.
But you're not a
Where is that?
Mardichode. You're not a Mardichode, are you?
Nah.
No, and you're not a Benchode, and you're not a Chutia.
Nah.
But
What's your age?
what is my Asian? Well, she's a nice little young lady I keep down in the basement. Yeah, she's my Asian.
You keep it in the basement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone called it crawl space, but you know what I mean. But anyways, yeah. So about these bank statements, what we need is to figure out how much I earn per month. Probably is what you're asking, right? Do you know how much I was asking for in the loan? Leprechode.
No, I don't.
Leprechode. I was asked. You don't remember, right? Okay. So maybe you were on some sort of alternative thing. You wouldn't be Thai, wouldn't you? From Thailand.
How much you were asking for?
120 grand or 120,000.
120 grand. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how much you make revenue?
$98,000 a month, and every single month.
90,000 a month. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's lovely.
It is lovely.
That's
It
great.
is very lovely.
Okay. Can you shoot me an email?
No, it depends on what caliber it is. I don't want to use anything too big, like a 45 ACP. If it's 22 caliber, if I could do it 22 short, but it's very hard to find 22 short ammo these days. So anything more than that would be probably considered violent. So we don't want to shoot anything. Okay.
Yeah, it would be considered violent, but I like shotgun, so.
Yeah, but then if
you're gonna shoot it, right?
Yeah, but if I'm gonna use a 410 or higher shotgun, it's gonna, considering you're in Mumbai right now, it'd be very difficult. The splatter, we would only get little bits and pieces of it because the little pieces of shot would come down, and it might be considered a hostile act considering it's coming from America. You know what I mean? So you might not get it all. You might not get it all. We would need to use a hypersonic to get it there, and that would certainly be perceived as a threat, especially since in your proximity, you're just enough close proximity to Putin, to Russia, that he might get very nervous.
Go with a water gun, my friend.
Water gun. There you go. I like it. A water gun. I just got to get in the Indian Ocean, and then I can get the email all wet, and then I'll put it in there, and then shoot it over, and then you can pretend it came from Pakistan. Yeah. Like from Lahore, Pakistan, or Karachi. Which is your favorite city in Pakistan, Lahore or Karachi?
Oh, well, I don't know too much about them, to be honest.
You don't have any thoughts of, you don't have any thoughts about Pakistan in general? Do you like Pakistan?
Let's go with Karachi. I like the name.
Karachi. It is a catchy name. That's right. Exactly. Sure is. That's right. Very good.
Yeah.
I love it. I like it a lot. Well, this is great. Well, this is wonderful. I think we've gotten the details all worked out now. And so let's think about this thing, and then let's reconvene on Friday at 6:15 p.m. Eastern time, okay?
Well, no, I won't be available for the call on Friday.
Why? Is it because are you Jewish? Is it the Sabbath? What's the deal?
Yeah, I'm Jewish. Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you sweet talk your rabbi into, because the sun won't be set the sun's still out right now where I'm at. The sun's always up somewhere. You know what I mean?
Jim, can you give me your email address?
Yes, that's a very direct question. I can do that. yt47@aol.com.
Oh, that's not your email address.
Yeah, that's the email. Yep, yt47 at AOL.
No, that's not. We tried to send you the email. It didn't work. It said that this email doesn't exist.
To YT47 at AOL. Well, try it. Try it at CompuServe.net.
Jokes around. We amused each other for like 2 or 3 weeks. If you are down to business, man, we can do business. If you are not down to the business, I wish you a good day. You wish me a good day.
Well, then we can amuse each other. Then we can amuse each other a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we can. You do the application. We will continue working for months, amusing each other. But like this, it's not going to last too long. Because I'm going to get bored and then I'm just not going to give you a call again.
Okay.
Because I'm a busy guy. You spoke to Dion, actually. He's my agent. I'm the manager here, and I'm very busy.
Dion
I don't have too much time. Dion West. You spoke to Dion West.
Dion Warwick, right? Dion Warwick or Dion Sanders?
West.
Oh, Dion West. Okay, that's right. Oh, that's right. I remember Dion. See, I remember Dion West. That's right. You're his boss. Okay, sweet. Home, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Nice. All right. All right. Well, that sounds good. Well, let me sit and mull it over, like the Mueller report. Okay, I'm gonna mull it over, and we'll reconvene and we'll see about what's happening on Friday. Maybe I can throw you a bone or something over there. Okay. Okay, Brandon.
You don't get it, do you?
What's that?
I'm telling you, I don't have the time of the world to amuse each other, mate.
You don't have the time of. You don't have the time of. You don't.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a way to tell him. If you want to know the time in the world, no matter where you're at in the world, you can go on the internet and Google it. Like, what time is it in Mumbai? What time is it in Manila, in the Philippines? What time is it in Jakarta? You know what I mean? You can find out what time it is anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world if you wanted to. Just throw that out there. That's a little nugget of information you can take and make that work like the ham bone, okay?
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk. We'll talk soon. Have Dion Sanders call me back on Friday night, okay?
Okay, Dion is gonna take care.
All right, thank you so much. All right, have a good evening. Thank you for being a great supervisor to your people. You're a great leader.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's get back over here. We got Silver Shelby Stacker. Says Silver Slayer is a good dude and puts out some good content. I actually learned about the higher China trading price last week when he first posted about it. Nice of him to give you a shout out and vice versa. Yes, indeed. In fact, we posted about that within hours of each other. Sometimes we get the news in the same day. But thank you. Appreciate that, my friend. And thank you, North Carolina Stacker. We had fun. Have a little bit of fun with the scammers. There was another one supposed to call us, but they didn't do it. They did not do it. All right. Terry Poppyjoy says, it's a love-hate relationship as a fairly new stacker. It excites me as it goes up in price. Also excites me as it goes down in price that I can buy more. That way, as it goes higher, my dollar cost averaging works out even better. Thanks for all you do keeping us focused. Thank you, sir. That's right. That's the right attitude to have for sure. Yes, indeed. It is an emotional roller coaster for sure. Thank you, Silver Days. Good to see you guys. All right. Very good. All right. Thank you. Very good. Let's see here. I believe silver is at $40. It's very possible. The last rally in silver is viewed on Yahoo Finance charts. Saw the price peak at $39.91. That was an intraday high on that day, with just 8 cents margin before hitting the big 4, as well as the believability in my opinion, Yeah. And I'm not sure where Yahoo sources their numbers, but TradingView tends to be the place that most accurately reports, and that's what Kitco uses. So I'm using that measure. But either way, it got close. It got very close to $40 an ounce, and but I may be wrong about where it heads into this weekend. But I'm with the slight majority from my poll on Sunday night there. But anyways, all right. Let us progress our way through this broadcast here tonight as we move on up. Silver Heist gave Silver Slater his first compliment. Silver Slater not dead. The friendship was born. There you go. That's right. That's right, Silver Heist. That's a compliment. He's not dead. Oh my goodness. There was rumors out there that he had passed on, and they were starting to fly everywhere. It's crazy. All right. Verdad Illusion. The chart shows about 6 weeks per dollar, in my opinion. Time sideways is also a form of solid consolidation. I think it was Michael Oliver who mentioned that the dips would get smaller over time, and so far that's borne out to be the case. The dips have been smaller since this move up, since we reached $35 and crept up. But yes, indeed. All right. Yep, I can't close a deal on that $120,000 loan. I just can't win. I can't get 100,000 subscribers either. Now I need to get 120,000 subscribers to match up with every dollar I want to get in the loan, right? Let's see here. Very good. Yep, I need to hire Trump to make the art of the deal. All right, silver's hitting a tough ceiling at $39. Just can't break through. I'm expecting a near-term correction of gold and silver, then some consolidation before they try again in a few weeks out. A usual sell in May slump feels delayed this year. Maybe the summer full finally arrived, or maybe we're about to blast off soon. My bet, we get a dip tomorrow, Friday, and for the week or two following. But mid to long term, gold and silver still look strong. Summer sales start soon. Now, that very well could be the case. I could see that happening, John Knox. That makes all the sense in the world. I could see that happening for sure. Especially if we don't get a rate cut. Good evening, Space Miner. Good to see you. And let's get over here to JM Unleashed. Says, it looks like $38 is a new temporary battleground. That's right. The next surge should push through the $40 mark, in my opinion. It's tough to predict when this will happen, but I suspect we'll see $40 silver by the end of summer. Just my opinion, yes. I could definitely see that as well. I could see that happening for sure. All right. Very good. Let's see here. That's right, Elliot Scott. Only a month ago, we were hoping for $34. The $38 base is definitely positive. Yes, indeed. I am definitely very happy where silver is now compared to a month ago. Bobby Wilson says here, stay strong and safe. The truth will set you free. Be blessed and be a blessing. With the people, for the people, and by the people. That's right, exactly. Very good. All right. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate that. Greetings from West Tennessee from Ann's 1293. Good to see you. Good folks with us here tonight. I stand ready to do more push-ups if the situation arises. And let's move on forward to Carrie Tarrant says, no silver is insignificant when adding to your stack. Nice quarter. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Got a little quarter, and I called somebody who cares. That's right. Very good. And let's see here. Lawrence Gilmal says this. Greetings, Bozo. Welcome. Good to see you. Says here, silver is doing great. There's no stagnation versus interest on paper money at the bank. 28.23 versus 32 at the beginning of the year is remarkable. You're right. Remember, silver and gold go up a lot. The paper money dollar is dropping significantly. Yes and no. There are market conditions that operate sort of independent or exacerbate the dollar's performance. But you're right. And in general, I think you're right. But during some of these intraday and day and even week moves, sometimes that can work for or against there. But anyways, Hobo Bill was just saying the same thing when I saw the market close today. That's right. Yes, a little bit crazy happened with the markets here for sure. And let's see here. Let's get on with this. He watched that moment. It spiked up at around 11, and then the filthy derivative rats made it go down again. All there is a deflationary forces against active, and liquidity is suffocated. And the derivative rats, the WEF, have an easier time suppressing the price. Not for long. Momentum is building up, and the next step is above $40. The disconnection with the real product is growing, and once the gets hot, and we'll see silver unobtainium. All right. It doesn't matter where that stopgap is. That's anybody's guess for sure at this point, but thank you. Red Crawler says, I have a great AI picture of 79 standing in front of a stack of gold at Fort Knox. Stack gold with urgency, knowing it's possibly gone. There you go, Red Crawler. Amen. And here's Richard Metcalf chiming in with this. We're in the summer doldrums after all. I'm pleased with silver's performance this summer. I actually expect more of a pullback, but summer isn't over yet, and silver's still looking pretty good. That's right, Richard. It could be delayed. We'll see what happens. By the way, Lulu Lucky is here. Welcome, Lulu Lucky. Good to see you. Glad you're here tonight. And there's Zardos is with us tonight. Welcome, Zardos. Appreciate you being here. All right, nice. Lulu Lucky says we got 92 thumbs up, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah. And the great B. Taylor chimes in and says this. Not sure about the $40 silver this week, Sal. I feel like it had a chance 2 weeks ago, but we shall see. Nice Scottsdale Mint rounds as well. Thank you, my friend. And you very well may be right. You're probably more right than I am. I went gung-ho. I didn't vote in the poll because I couldn't, but I think probably you're going to be right, and I'm going to be wrong for this Friday. Thank you. RM says stagnant, but still being scrappy. That's right. It is fighting. Good point. You're right. Exactly. And let's see here. We've got Maria. Silver is at 38.28 now. If you love hackers, invest in cryptocurrencies and see how long you survive and hell on earth. Yes, a lot of people feel that way, but thank you. Douglas says nothing. Try saying that on the 1st. All right, we'll be very interested to see what happens. That's coming up this Friday. It's coming up this Friday. All right, let's see here. That's right. That's right, Shama, you're exactly right. It's a jeans advertisement. That's right. It's crazy how they're going all crazy about that with what's that model? I forget her name, but Sydney Sweeney or something like that. But yeah, it was a great ad, and they're going all crazy over it. Brian Cajero. Oops, let me do this. Let me pull that in there. Brian Cajero says, "Hey Sal, could you finally speak dollar and sterling price to Great Britain fans instead of running away to check? Thank you. I'm a new silver dumb stacker." All right. Well, Brian, I appreciate that. You can go to Kitco, and well, I guess you can check it there. But the overwhelmingly vast majority of my viewers are American, and sometimes there's just not time to do that. But Brian, if you ever show up on a Sunday night market watch, we'll try to do some UK prices as well. We've done that Canadian and New Zealand as well. Sugar High Liquor, that's right. By the way, the song that one was parodying, we've not heard anything about for quite some time. All right, and the first 1776 says, exciting times, silver up or silver down, silver will always be my favorite. There you go. That's right, because there's more to silver than just its price. Exactly. Michael Earl Gray on this video says, Americans get to pay an additional 15% tax on goods from Europe. Yay, we won. Well, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that they're going to absorb much of those costs. When you think about the dynamics of it, we may see some increase. But in order for these companies to compete with American companies, they are going to need to probably absorb some of those tariffs. Maybe even all of them. I'm not sure. And the CCT, the vast majority of his subscribers, and he's a UK stacker, are Americans too. Wow. Interesting. Okay. I did not know that. By the way, check out CyberCurtain Twitcher. I don't care if you're an American, if you're Japanese, if you're Nigerian, if you're from the Sudan, even if you live in Liechtenstein, it's okay. You have my permission to subscribe to CyberCurtain Twitcher. Yes, indeed. And greetings from Stacking with Craven across the pond. Welcome. Glad you're here. Collectors Rick is here with us. David C. A lot of good folks. Ibji is here. That's right. Don't ever let me near cornflakes or I will kill them. All right. Kenny Ledford says, I always love those Scottsdale rounds. Yeah, those are cool, man. I like those things. And those are the Scottsdale Reserve rounds. And thank you, Matt Bittner, for the algorithmic emoticon here. All right, folks. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to do a sale. That's right. To get the blood flowing, It is an official sale. That means 2 exercises. It could be push-ups or curls or pelvic thrust or whatever. 2 per dollar for via Super Chat. And 3 per dollar via PayPal friends and family. The sale is on. That's right. That is, if you're interested. Because I think this is the last live stream of the month. So yes, indeed, we'll get the blood flowing. So sale is happening right now for a limited time only. What do you think of that? All right, REM, where he was at the time of the year a half ago, then you'll smile. All right, remember, that's right, crazy. Yes, indeed, that's right. And by the way, check out this channel sponsor, Summit Metals. They have a special deal going on now. Summit Salivate Summer is the code you'll enter in for $10 off orders $500 or above until July 31st. That is right, till July 31st. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can do that. Very, very cool. And let's see. Oh, look at this here. Whoa. Oh, my goodness gracious. This comes in from Elliot Scott for the Coffee Slurping Fund. Thank you so much, Elliot Scott. $10. And that means I owe him 30 exercises. I'm going to do 30 curls for him. Thank you so much. All right. Very, very cool. Thank you so much, Elliot Scott. Very kind of you. First PayPal tonight. So let's do this. Let's do the 30 curls here real quick. All right. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. There we go. 30 curls. And like I said, I'm doing them way too fast. I really should do them much slower, but I do that so I don't waste your time. I'm already wasting too much time doing them, but I appreciate that so much, my friend. And look at this. We got this from Michael K. Whoa. Workout, give me 30 from Michael K. Another 10 spot. PayPal friends and family. Very kind of you indeed. And Zardoz just gifted 20 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow. Boom shalaka. Man, I got my work cut out for me now. Let's see if I can get 30 push-ups in here. I'm going to try that. Here we go. I'm going to have to do them in 2 sets of 15, I think. Wow. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that so much. And Zardoz, I got to do you 40 exercises here. Here we go. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, there's 20. And then you need to do 10 more. Wow, you guys are really working me now. Thank you so much. Boom. All right, let me rest from that one, because I got to get the Zardoz too. Thank you, Zardoz, for doing that. If you received a membership, give him a thank you. All right, so let's answer a few more comments, and I'll do the other 10. And then I will get to Zardoz's here in a moment. All right, Friday, we going to hit $40. You know this. Well, I wagered, but I didn't wager it, but I predicted it would happen. But yes, we'll see. But I think I'm going to be wrong at this point. Thank you. All right. I'm not sure why that didn't take, but we'll refresh this and see what we've got here. Look like a girly man because we Hans and Franz. That's right, Elliot Scott. You're exactly right. And to be Hans and Franz. You're true that. Exactly right. Let's get to some of these comments here. And okay. Okay, here is a critical comment. Let me get to this. This comment here, because this is a good criticism of the channel. And this is the way you do it. And yes, thank you, James Unleashed. Appreciate you posting a link to Summit Metals and also to the PayPal. I appreciate that. So I want you guys to pay attention to this, because this is how, if you want to be critical, this is the way to do it, okay? Because I really do appreciate people that have constructive criticism. And Dan's Puzzles has a very constructive criticism, and I appreciate this. He says, I enjoy your videos and have been subbed for a while, but I have to be very blunt and say that the intro, as we explore, always really bugs me. It's a channel about a serious topic, and yet that intro feels like something a teacher would say to a bunch of first graders during story time. Not trying to be rude or disrespectful, just being honest. And I'm sure there are others who feel the same and don't just feel comfortable saying anything. I'd change that intro to something else, even if you just say, as we explore, in a normal tone, without the theatrical tone to it. Well, Dana, hold on 1 second. I'm going to answer that. But I want to thank Tucson Bubba. He says, how about one real push-up, arms extended, chest touches the ground, back to locked arm position. Okay, will do. Tucson Bubba, hold that thought. I'm going to get to that, and thank you for that super chat, because I know I'm probably not doing them like that exactly. Plus, I'm doing the push-ups too fast, too, so thank you. Hold that thought. Okay, back to Dana's comment here. And I appreciate the criticism, but I will say that I like to add a little fun, and maybe it is a little theatrical, but it's kind of fun. And yes, it's a serious topic, but also can, it's okay to have a little bit of a sense of humor, and I can understand why it would rub you the wrong way, but also the other aspect, and you're right, others who have said something about it too in a much less respectful way, but nonetheless, it is part of the trademark, as Elliot Scott says. It's kind of what the channel is. It's like what you get used to. But again, I do appreciate your thoughts on it, but I just disagree. It's just part of who I am, and there's always going to be aspects of some people's personalities. Even the tone of my voice rubs the people the wrong way. I think with anything and everything in life, there's not any one thing you can do that's going to please everybody. And this is one of those things that just bothers you. And I appreciate you voicing your concern about it. And I do, and you always feel free to give your opinion, and I appreciate it. I won't change it. I've actually poll tested it, believe it or not. And by the way, there are some things that this channel does that no matter what the poll is, no matter if everybody hated it, I would probably still do. And that one I may change if everybody hated it. But I think most people like it. But I do appreciate your voicing your opinions, and I hope even though I'm going to keep it, that you will continue to watch. And just know that I appreciate your respectful manner in bringing this to my attention. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you hear this response. I really, really do. And always feel free to voice your opinion. This is the way you do it, folks. This comment right here, I appreciate for the tone that he gave it. And I really appreciate that. All right, can't say that. All right. And Elliot Scott says, it used to bother me. Now it means I get to hear a smart man's opinion. All right, well, thank you. I appreciate that, my brother. All right, let me do this. All right, so I was Zardoz 40 exercises. And I'm going to do a combination of pelvic thrust for Zardoz and curls. And then I'm going to do that one really good push-up. I'm going to do that one really good push-up for Tucson Bubba. I want to get this stuff taken care of. I don't want to leave this stuff out. So let me do these 20 pelvic thrust and 20 curls. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, All right, there we go. I did one extra. I got a little carried away. I can really feel that in my gut. You lay flat on the back, and it's an alternative to push-ups. It really works. I know it sounds odd, but I'm telling you, it works. The pelvic thrust thing does work. It really does. All right, let's do 20 curls for Zardoz. I'm going to do this one good push-up for Tucson Bubba. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, hope 8-inch Destroyer's okay. He's not here tonight, but I know he's still dealing with some pain. So very good. Okay, so now let me go back and reread Tucson Bubba's super chat here. Let me find it. Okay, when arms extended, chest touches the ground, back up to locked arm position. Okay, very good. All right. Okay, I think I got that right. So let me arms extended, chest touches to the ground, not just my chin, but here we go. Let's make this thing happen. All right. Arms extended, chest touches the ground, then arms back in a locked position. Back straight throughout. All right, here we go. Because I always leave my arms extended. Here we go. 1, 2. All right. The problem with that Tucson is when I do that, I have a tendency to arch my back. And I know you're not supposed to do that, so my chin gets in the way. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that will work for me. There's 8-inch Destroyer. He's here. Nice. Just in time. Thank you so much. Stacking Surfer is here. Check out his channel. He's a great guy. Great member of the community. Stacking Surfer. All right. Let's get into some of the comments again. And thank you guys for your support. I appreciate that so much. And look at this. Oh, whoa, we just got this in. Whoa. Let me see here. Exercise of your choice, including the PTs. Love the channel. Look forward to the live events from Nene. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate that. Although, next time, if you don't mind, Nene, can you send a PayPal friends and family? Because what happens is when they do this, YouTube takes fees out of it. I mean, not YouTube, but PayPal takes fees out of it. And it's taxable income. So just for next time. But thank you so much. Yeah, they took a chunk out of that. I just noticed. But yes, indeed. But thank you, Nene. So let's do 15. Let's do 15 curls for him. And thank you for that, my friend. Yeah. If you ever do PayPal, just do friends and family. That way, there's no fees taken out. And it's not taxable income. All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, there you go. All right. Nice. We do it even on either arm. 8 on each side. Yes, indeed. All the money I give you goes into PMs. There you go. All right. Nice. Thank you again for that. Okay. And let's see here. Let's move on up to this. We've got Winter Wolf will not be voting in the red the next election to flip the House blue to show lying Trump down. I don't trust Trump. Give us the gold. Well, Winterwolf, you'll be kicking yourself, you'll be kicking yourself in your own foot. Well, what's the phrase? You'll be tearing off your nose to spite the face. Whatever analogy you want to think of, do not do that. Vote red. I don't know why you think, Trump's not. Obviously, there's some things that we can't have everything we want. Let's put it to you that way. But it's a lot better than the alternative. A lot better than the alternative, Winterwolf. So please vote red in the next election. Or the next, which is coming up in next year. All right. And Silver Bar Stacker, I've been wondering about all this since they stopped talking about it. Ignorance is bliss. That's right. Sure is. That's true. And this little, how quickly the news cycle changes. For sure, it's crazy. Jean Lefevre says, found out silver has an 8% lease rate per month. Big banks are paying through the nose. 96% a year. Crazy. Wow. It sure is. Crazy, crazy indeed. Sweet Mad Hatter. Excuses are like rectal orifices. Everyone's got one, especially Trump. He's never had any interest in auditing Fort Knox, just for more lies. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just a matter of priorities at this point. But as I mentioned in the video, but I think he does have an interest in it. I really do. All right. So lease rates on silver are going crazy. And what is that telling us? Is that telling us that they're fearful of tariffs? And that's because the metal has been moving out of the LBMA? But anyways, all right. I'm not sure. All right. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Nene is an au natural female. Ooh, nice. That is definitely an added bonus for sure. We love au natural females. Oh yes, indeed. It's too bad you weren't around when we did the Sal calendars. We attempted to do we did a calendar. We had like a bunch of people that committed to doing the calendar of the female persuasion, wearing scantily clad clothing, and holding a precious metal item of their choice. And we only got 3 participants. So we had to do 3 per month, and we only sold 7 calendars. It was like, and the money went to charity. But what it was a fun time. But yes, indeed, all right, it is what it is. Okay, we've got Antonio Zappian, Salivate. I want to take the time and appreciate you on how you helped Slayer. It was very touching. And that's how the community should be. Have a great white day. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I think that's what we're about, help each other and pray for each other. And thank you. I appreciate that. Lamar Avery says, Trump says he's going to do a lot of things when he becomes a taco. Epstein files. We need to see what Trump did in the Epstein files, Watergate, Iran-Contra, and the Epstein files. Yeah, he's not handled that very well. For sure, he's gaslit us on it. It's understandable why some people are questioning, but he's not in them, though. At least not like you think. If he was, he would have already been called out on it. Silversmith, when the union speaks, it's not the members, it's the bosses. Yep, that's right. True that. You're exactly right. The lease rate, the cost of borrowing silver, has climbed rapidly since January, pointing to a tighter availability of physical metals in the market. Yes, that's right. And it is getting tight there for sure, because I think a lot of it being sent over. Elevated lease rates often indicate increased demand from short sellers who need to borrow metal or a tighter physical supply, or maybe even a combination of both, right? Yeah. Is that because of tariffs, do you think? Because a lot of it, they were asking for delivery coming into the United States for fear that there's going to be tariffs. Will that all change after August? Yeah, crazy. Let's see here. All right. And let's see here. Let's move on to the next comment here, shall we? JK, why would they audit? Why would they let our enemies know what we hold? Just foolish. Well, they already know, right? And it doesn't mean we can't have secret stockpiles elsewhere outside of the system, much like what China has. We may have gold outside the system somewhere else. I don't know. There are ways to hide it for sure. But anyways, okay. So not tariff related, but of course I could be wrong. I think it's industrial demand. I think that's part of it too. But I think of a lot of it, since it was January, was because of the tariffs. But I think it could be a combination of both things, possibly. Because think about what happened in January. Trump becomes elected. He campaigned on high tariffs. I think we'll know a lot more after August and heading into September once things settle down. Because I think, and also about this Russia-Ukrainian thing. But anyways. All right, Will Johnson, waiting on my bullion card to arrive to buy this dip. So I hope it stays numb. All right, bullion card. All right, very good. Let's see here. You're right, Bozo. Too many people live beyond their means despite interest rates. That's right. Now, the best thing you can do, there's only one thing better you can do than stacking gold and silver, and that's to get out of the high interest debt, like credit cards, car payments, that type of thing. That's the absolute best thing you can do. Master Blaster, I like the safety feature on the Scottsdale round. Today I picked up a 5-ounce 2018 Silvertown Silver Eagle for $1 over spot. Nicely done, Master Blaster. Your sub count is on the verge of a breakout. Well, I tell you, it was very kind of him to send some subscribers. I did notice it in the sub count, and I appreciate that. The only thing I will ask, if the people do subscribe from Silver Slayer's channel, I hope they will watch the videos as well. That's really where it's at. But thank you, Antonio. Appreciate you, sir. You guys are awesome. I feel like I'm now able to breathe after those exercises. But the push-up sale is still on. That's right, it's still on. I'm going to keep it on for a little bit longer here. 1 dime at a time, says Mr. Green Star. That's right, exactly. And even though I got a quarter, but that's right. Bill 457, the rhodium bar sure is glowing like the bear bars. Yes, indeed, that's right. Thank you, Bill 457. And let's see here. It's the calm before the storm. Okay, there you go. It might be. Definitely a way to interpret that for sure. Good morning from Jenko's Gold Adventures from Australia. It's morning there. It is Wednesday morning. The 55-hectare gold mine lease to be approved in Queensland, Australia. 97% gold nuggets to be mined during my semi-retirement. Whoa, that's awesome. Very cool. That's the way to do it. Maybe, hey, Jenko, if you find one, send one to the channel and I'll review it for you. Send it for the channel for review. I'd love to get a actual Australian gold nugget. That'd be awesome. Or I could buy one from you. All right. I need to work on my cooking abilities, Maria. I'm sorely lacking in cooking. All right. I know how to use the microwave. I think I can make scrambled eggs. I wish all the climbs would be as steady and calm as this one. Almost no real drops, just up and lateral to recover. The more steady and calm, the longer the run will be. Amen. There you go. Yep, that's what we want. That's true. Very, very true. Let me take a slurp just for gits and shiggles here. All right. Yes, indeed. And Tucson Bubba is here with the Burma Pump. So, Tucson, I don't know, were you here when I did that push-up? I gave it the old community college try. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do it right, but I felt my chin was getting in the way. I tried my best to, but I just found when I tried to do that, my back was arching down. All right. Oh, thank you, Wega Slave. Love you too, in a platonic way. I appreciate that. I'm still thinking about Nene being au natural. Yes, indeed. All right, O's Alt Bridge. It's going to be $40 by Friday. There you go. All right, you believe it? That's right. We'll see if it happens. I'm going to try to believe it too. All right, there we go. And Didi Prepper with an algorithmic emoticons. Always appreciative of that. Thank you, sir. Christopher Ward chimes in and says silver will drop $1 a week through August, and then it hits 33. The more trade deals that are resolved will crash silver. Okay, Christopher Ward, there we go. Thank you. RM, what do you think about all the fear porn videos about silver out there? Stuff like $500 silver and silver will make you retire. Yeah, I generally don't like that type of content. I try to work kind of against it. I might try to speak against it, but I mean, people have their different reasons for doing some of that content too. Some people really, really believe it, but I like to be as realistic as I can about silver. Sometimes I'll talk about those articles and things like that that talk about it, but I believe in silver because I believe that it's going to preserve your wealth over the long course of time. I think it's the best thing we can hope for, but. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to get into those prices, and typically try to educate against that stuff, I guess you would say. Yeah, cautious optimism, and I am cautiously optimistic. In fact, I may even be a little bit overly optimistic with silver this year. In fact, I have been for the last 5 years in my annual predictions. I've only been right for 2 years. 2 years about it. 2 years, and it's the last 2 years I've been right about it. And I hope you're feeling well, 8-inch Destroyer. So good to see you, Destroyer. That's right. I got my feet in the stars, and I keep reaching for the ground. That's right, Bozo. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. It's time for him to hit the sack because he sold his bed to buy precious metals. Now, that's the way you do. That's dedication for you. Thank you, Cybercurrent Twitcher. Have a good evening, my friend. Thank you, sir. All right, and I did not wish you good night in a Cockney accent, and I apologize for that. All right, very good. And thank you, RM. I appreciate that so much. Very kind of you. Did you prepper? Look out, all you paper manipulators. And get a pile while you can while it's on sale. There you go. Thank you so much. And Jam Unleashed says, beautiful coin. Thank you. Appreciate that, my friend, for watching this short. I hope you didn't suffer through all 17 hours and 37 minutes of it. All right, Eric says this. This is the clear case of price manipulation. When does the July contract expire? Thursday? The market makers are the price of a shocker commodity to close at the contract expiration date and a price where there is manipulation pain. You have a maximum number of shorts and longs losing their money, hence the lease rates. So there could be something to that. So that means that July 31st may be doomsday. I don't know. We'll see here. Oh, man, Elliot Scott, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, my buddy. Very kind of you. And I thank you so much again for watching and your kindness. Thanks for your PayPal. Appreciate that so much. You are awesome. All right. And let's see here. And Javier Corral says this. I am happy with damned happy with silver's price, but I'm conflicted. I'd be happy if it climbed over 40, but even happier if it came back down below 25 again, at least for one more year. My stack is feeling too light. I hear you. There's a lot of people that feel that way too. Hindsight is always 20/20 for sure. But I'm telling you, let me just throw this out there, Javier. If it got down to $25 for a year, my guess is you might feel a little discouraged, right? Because you're thinking if it can happen for a year from now, and where silver was almost $40, then will it ever get there again? And then will we have another dip back below that? So it's a catch-22 on it. You know what I mean? All right. Glenn H. 4971 says this. I cannot remember the last time silver stayed in such a tight trading range. However, silver is fighting to maintain its current price. The shorts are alive and well, and they want to regain control over silver. If they're going to regain control, it needs to be now. So the war is on. This could go either way. Actually, a lot of money is on the line right now. Yes, if everything expires at the end of this month, that's the end of this week. That's Thursday, essentially. And these lease rates are so high, and they got to pay. I don't know exactly how all that works, but if they have to cover those shorts and they're due this time, they're going to try their best, for sure, to try to keep it down. We'll see. All right. Let's see here. We've got the David Davy, a lot of exuberant expectations which may or may not be justified. Yes. That's right. Exactly. That's why I'm more open-minded than ever before, understanding all the shorts and stuff that are happening out there, and suppression and all that stuff. Right. Elliot says, silver's doing nothing. It's called resistance. It's a good thing. That's right. Exactly right. Well said, Elliot Scott. David Davy, more economic data coming later this week. Yes, I think that's going to move too. Never underestimate the natural market. That's one thing I always say, for sure. That is, all right. Hey, thank you so much, 8-inch Destroyer, for being here tonight. Take care, brother. I know it's a challenge a lot of times for you to pop in with the pain levels, but feel better, my friend. Praying for some sort of relief for you, my friend. Thank you. All right, have a good evening. All right, RM 1042 for the Salgo Rhythm Sugar High Liquor. Thank you. So now we double that up, so that's 4 good push-ups. We're going to do 4 push-ups for RM 1042. Thank you so much, because the push-up sale is still ongoing. So there we go. Let's do it. We're going to do it right now. Hello, Joey Libs. Good to see you. Let's do 4 good push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. All right. And my chin touched the ground there. Chin touched the ground. Thank you so much. All right, just enough to get the blood flowing a little bit again there. Thank you again. And, oh, I'm sorry, Bill's pain levels are up too. I hope you feel better, Bill. That sucks. I hate when people are hurting. Yes, I hope you feel better, Bill, 457. All right. The Tiger, 9089. Silver Slayer sent me here. Subscribed. Nice to meet another one's views. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate that, the Tiger. Very kind of you indeed. Thank you very much. Ominous Rooster, the Fort Knox is a paradox box. Going to be more work than an exhausted value, even though we all want the audit. Yes, that's right. True that. All right, here we got Michael Armijo, N3M, says this here. Silver is just revving up its engine right now. Friday is when it will exceed all expectation as Trump is set to hit Canada, Mexico, and China with tariffs. All right, yep, Friday, it will be the big day for sure. You are right. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what we've got. Silver is up 3 cents. Let's see if that's true. It's almost up 3 cents. It is up 2 cents, but yes, indeed. It was up 3 cents probably just moments ago. 38.25, so it's holding on. It's holding on. And it's holding on tightly. It's not holding on loosely. It's holding on tightly, which is exactly what we want. What you want? We want ourselves some silver to shine. Shine on. All right. All right. I remember Kitco sold it in powder form, and I think there was a rhodium pool available from Kitco too. Yes. I think that's right. Good memory on that. And we've got Ann Nandy says, today the silver price in euro terms has increased 1.33%, and U.S. dollar in terms of virtually flat. Thanks to the Trump tariff deal in Europe, the euro has devalued versus the dollar. Yet another great reason to purchase precious metals. Inflation and devaluation of currencies. The fun never ends. You're right. Good point. Very good point. Good to see Steve Lapointe is here. Welcome, Steve Lapointe. Good to see you, my friend. Shine on, you crazy diamonds. That's right. Okay, good night, THS. Thank you for being here. Thank you, THS. Is Nene still with us? We've got the RM42, 1042. I thought you were going to wait till 100,000 subscribers until you bust out the rhodium. All right, well, actually, no, I've shown that rhodium bar many times, actually, RM. I've got a whole playlist linked at the end screen of this video. What I'm going to be showing is something unique and never seen by even some of my closest associates and family have not seen what I'm going to show you at 100,000 subscribers. Never seen. That's right. Yep, for sure. All right. All right. So Bill was in the hospital. Okay, I just saw Matthew comment on that. Sorry you were in the hospital, Bill. I hope it's everything's gets okay, and you can. All right, Nene's here. All right, there's Nene. Thank you again, Nene. I really appreciate you so much. You're awesome. Very cool. She's here. All right. It should be the Fed chair. All right, thank you. Elliot Scott, oh man, what I would do if I was sitting in that chair? Well, I'd probably scrap that renovation project. All right. What are you going to show us? Oh, it's a secret, Jason. You will see at 100,000 subscribers. I don't even want to give a hint as to what it is. But it's something that, yeah. IV antibiotics. Oh, my goodness. Rhodium 7250. Yeah, it's been an amazing ride for rhodium. It's been wild. That's what this video is about. This metal just exploded in price and nobody's talking about it. Arnold Telegram says, starting to climb is not the same thing as exploding. Your clickbait rate is getting so freaking ridiculous. Well, Arnold Telegram, an over 4% jump in one day is an explosion in price by any stretch or measure. So it's not. It didn't just start to climb. It exploded that day. So and I define what that is. And I talked about it. Tell me how. If silver went 4% one day, I would say the same thing. In fact, I have definitions for it. I've talked about that many times. 4% move is huge in one day for any precious metal. In fact, today, it is, yesterday it went, I think, 5%. 5% in yesterday's trading. That's another explosion in price. Anyways. You think it's clickbait, that's fine, but I define it and prove me wrong that it's not exploding. It's not just starting to climb. That was a massive move in one day. Derek Chestenson says, what does black rhodium plated mean? Not the same rhodium, is it? It's thanks for your answers. Do a video on its value, please. I have a whole playlist. If you look at the end screen of this video, I talk about it extensively about rhodium. And now I don't know what black rhodium plated means. I think it's a special process that involves rhodium that blackens it somehow. I've seen some of those coins like that. I've got one. But anyways, Ryan, interesting. I always wondered about rhodium whenever I went to Kitco, and to think it was that much lower when you bought it. Yep, I know it's crazy. It's certainly exploding now for sure in price. Silver Drill Pickle is here. Good to see you. And Heronius Rumco here says this. The following says, yes, I was waiting for that Baird & Co. rhodium bar in 4-screen packaging, serial number R133300 to come out because I know it's the only one you have. That's right. I remember because I'm jelly. Yep, it's the only one I got. I'm a one-trick pony when it comes to rhodium. That's all I got. And for sure, thank you for noticing, Heronius. All right, you guys are awesome. All right. Oil was up almost 4% today. All right, let me take a look at this. I didn't look at the oil market. Okay, yeah, I guess it's $69.21, $69.21. So no change because it's overnight trading here, but thank you. Okay, let's get over here to this. We've got COS 96.33. Yeah, I wanted to buy this a few months ago, but it was not too easy to buy. Yep, it's not very liquid, and buy at your own risk, for sure. Steve C, always push a thumbs up button. Oh no, all right, there we go. Already pushed it. Thank you, Steve C. You were the man. I appreciate your kindness and viewership. Andy G says, I pressed the thumbs up button and it made $800. All right, you did it. Nice. All right, and we've got this. Allison says, where can you get rhodium or copper bars? Well, there's different ways to search it out. Some bullion dealers will carry rhodium, not very many. Copper bars are all over the place. I would not buy copper bars unless you just want to get one just for fun. But I would not stack them. You're paying way too high of a premium for them. Way too high. Zardoz with 3 thumbs up. Thank you, my friend Zardoz. Appreciate that. And thank you for the gift memberships earlier in the night. Appreciate that, Zardoz. North Star Stacker, I love rhodium. That's awesome that you have some. Thank you, North Star Stacker. Appreciate you, sir. Oops, I pushed it. Thank you, Gary. That's all right. All right. Very good. And let's see here. Kenny Ledford. That's great, Sal. I remember when you were a little bummed when rhodium took a plunge a few years back. Yes, you remember well. That was a bummer for sure, but hey, it's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, very good. All right. Yeah, I'll check that out later on, but thank you. Thank you again, Zardoz. And Michael K's here with us too. Appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Let's press on. Taste of fall here until August 6th, where Steve LaPointe is. All right. Yeah, range brass is good to pick up. It sure is. If you're going to gun range, pick that stuff up. Thoughts on gold backs and silver notes? Yep, I've done a lot of videos on gold backs. Just search my channel for gold backs, and you'll see a lot of videos pop up about those. Lori Smith, while you're taking out this fusion gold, the only thing that I can think about is lab-grown diamonds. That's right. Yep. True. Yep, that's right. They can do those now, too, for sure. And a Wicked Sticky Flower says here, I'm fine. The only people who want silver to go up must be ready to get out, I would think. Yes. Well, there's that and validation. They want some validation that they're doing the right thing. And I can understand both motivations for wanting the price to go up. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, thank you so much, Mike Herrera. Appreciate you stopping by. Frank Kyler, I don't think this dip will last, so I loaded up on silver and on platinum eagle yesterday and today. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you. That's right, Frank. It's really just kind of been trading sideways for the most part, but yeah, I don't think it's going to last too long, but we may see it. We may see the summer doldrums come late and see further dips. Depends on what happens, I think, on Friday, I think. Or the effects of what's going to be happening on Friday. And some of these short positions as well, too. There's a lot of different factors that could come into play that we'll have to keep an eye on. You have bullion banks and central banks fighting it out. Coin shops are but a speck on this charts. You have some unwinding of their shorts, and you have some dumping billions of paper to hold their price back, hoping the central banks don't place more physical deliveries of millions of ounces. That is of gold. Yep, you're right. Thank you. OU Surf says, when John Lee says jump, I say, oh, hi. There you go. All right. How high, how high. For this algorithm, always appreciate that. Godzilla Garage, comments and thumbs up do help. For this algorithm. Wicked Sticky Flowers. I'm good, but dull. Dull is great. There you go. That's right. Indeed. Let's see. Abrizio 69. We're rushing through these comments here now. Says, said a couple months ago, and you mentioned my comment on a live. I said, wake me up when silver does something. It did something for a couple hours. Back to bed. All right. Yeah, and I didn't check to see what happened in those couple hours, but thank you. Thank you for noticing. All right. Very good. Dean R. is with us. Welcome, Dean. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight, Dean R. Wake up. That's right, Michael K. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bam. Justin Sartain with an algorithmic silver and gold bars. Appreciate it. Let's see what we've got here. Let's do Sal. I just stuck with gold and silver on my limited budget, but it's interesting to hear the news of other precious metals. Well, thank you. Yep. Little variety is the spice of life. Thank you, Bikini Woman. My Wills. 57. How hard is that bar to sell? Where would you go? Kitco or eBay possible? Summit Metals? I don't think Summit Metals will take it, but there are only a handful of dealers who would. I don't know if they would still do it, but I did a video on that very topic on the playlist if you check it out. It's called I Tried to Sell, but Harposki says, we use rhodium platinum for platinum and white gold jewelry to give it a brighter shine. Thank you. Yes, indeed. I wonder if they're going to do silver-plated platinum jewelry. Can you imagine that? Evening, Jason Ivy. Good to see you. WHY says, my friend gave me a silver eagle and $20 to boot the job. All right. It's a way to do it. That's awesome. Silver Sleuth says, perhaps DJT found out information that would cause chaos. Didn't need audited yet. Make a pay-per-view to watch the audit live. I think the gold is later, and DJT will try to get it revalued. All right. There you go. Thank you. Perhaps could be the case. All right. And let's see here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Very good. Let's answer just a few more here. Tall Cedars. On the video about the rhodium skyrocketing in price. Didn't know rhodium coins were even made. Would a metal detector pick up radioactivity in coins? If you have a friend with a metal detector, it might be fun to test. I agree, they probably wouldn't sell anything with radium, but today anything that's being done for the love of money, keep stacking when you can. There you go, thank you, yes. Yeah, they likely for safety reasons they can't do it. They'd be sued out their rear end, for sure, if they did that. All right, let's go down here to see this Argenta Pure. I think the description was talking about radium. Yep, that's right. A lot of people mentioned that. I didn't think about that when I was doing it here, but yep, I think that's right. All right, folks. Well, time flies when you're having fun. I appreciate you guys being with me here tonight. And thanks to all those who PayPal'd and super chatted as well. It was fun. And you guys are awesome. And I appreciate your kindness and for you being here tonight. We're going to be back here on Friday night again. And the fun shall continue. So you guys are awesome. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Be safe. And I'm going to leave you with this sage piece of advice, and that is to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care.